And we're live. I hope this is working. Let me know if this is working. Welcome to the 12th round of the World Online Racing Series PlayStation Top Tier here at Saudi Arabia. The Jeddah Street Circuit for the first time ever. Actually, no, the second time. I do apologise. We did have it on in the previous season. The Jeddah Street Circuit, the longest street circuit in the calendar, the second longest overall, and the most turns in a entire circuit at 27 large, 6.2 kilometers of madness and swervy curves and long straights galore as we see all the drivers coming out. It's a nice sunny evening here at the Jeddah Street Circuit. Just to let you know of the standings, Jensen, who is now just Jensen R12, he's left Shizou, I do believe. He has a 90-point lead in the championship, which means if he does not lose 15 points tonight, more than 15 points tonight, to his nearest rival, he will win the championship. Surface, who is here tonight as well. In the Haas, we have 19 drivers tonight, all a full grid, including reserves, with the exception of Jabraka. We do apologise for the 15-minute delay. We were having some technical problems, obviously. Can't have a esports league without its technical problems. Who is on a lap here? Jabraka has unfortunately gone void. Noah's on a lap here. I do believe that is Noah Jones, and he's clished the wall. You don't want to be doing that, and it is a red lap from you. Here's MX Chicken. Of course, MX Chicken made his debut in Mexico and got a podium in Australia, but didn't finish last time in Portugal, which was run by Bolin ahead of Jensen. You can see making his way through the very difficult S's. There's no set of corners like it in WOR. It is absolutely insane and demanding. And now the very long turn here, which starts off sector 2, I do believe. And Surface lets him by. Another set of S's. Yeah, it's quite ridiculous. It's just a bunch of straights and S's. Then again, we did have the Hockenheim ring, which was just straights and chicanes, with the exception of the Sector 3, until 2002. As you can see, we've got some curbs on the inside of the track, instead of just outside of it. Cutting those are legal, but you can't cut the white line, which is the edge of the track, of course, with all four wheels, or it is a red lap. Next Chicken coming around the final turn, turn 27, and about to cross the line. His time is a 1:27.75, about 4 tenths behind Robin Reyes in the Ferrari. Just to let you know of some reserves tonight, as the drivers keep crossing the line. We'll go on board with Samu. Sorry, one moment please. Just checking my notes. So this track has, of course, held 2 races in a span of 4 months, back in December and late March. In the real world of Formula 1 it is. Only 4 drivers have set a time so far. One of them is, of course, Jacopo, make that 5. He crossed the line, make it 6. Lynx makes it a Ferrari 1-2 for the meantime. And here's Samu coming around the final corner. Yeah, for those of you wondering what the delay was, some people were struggling to enter the lobby, and that's the last thing we want. By the way, no free fall tonight, unfortunately. He's had to cover someone at work due to COVID-19, obviously. Which is not what we want. Because that means you lose all the fancy graphics that I couldn't have. Kaya, who is one of our reserves tonight, I do believe. 126.946 goes top. Minutes remain. Line Violet's coming around the final corner. The Korean driver. Of course, Korea has never had an actual Formula 1 driver. They have had an actual Formula 1 Grand Prix 4 occasions. Of course, that failed, and Korea hasn't had anything Formula 1 since. Does have a good following in Korea, though. I know a couple of Korean players. Shout out to one of my mates, Syntax, who is from Korea and plays this game. It's quite a shame some countries have a big following but no like taste in the sport, as Line Violet does unfortunately invalidate, as we see Noor starting his outlap. Of course, half the drivers failing to set a lap. So a couple reserved tonight. I think I recognise some. Dolph, Mika, Kaya, Samu, I think. I think that's it actually. Or Daniel, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Noor is Noor Jones, I think. Is it? Yes, Noor Jones 08. Or maybe a different Noor, please correct me if I'm wrong. Dalfi, of course, was in Australia, but he DNF'd. Noor throwing it around the edge of the circuit. It's so crazy how they get from one end to the other in 45 seconds. This is, of course, a racetrack set on the New Jeddah Corniche. That's why it's called the Jeddah Corniche circuit, which is on the coast of Jeddah. Of course, the race was in jeopardy last year because of a missile attack by Yemeni Houthi rebels. Fortunately, though, they agreed to get the race ahead. Oh, look! Jabraka's got to the top of the tower. A 126.910. 25 laps to be competed in the race. So we should be done in about... So I'm going to be going slower. We should be done in about 40 minutes. Which means I get to watch my TV show. Woo! I mean, everyone here in the UK has been watching the snooker. Of course, Ronnie O'Sullivan playing... not Ronnie O'Sullivan, Judd Trump playing Mark Williams. Mark Williams trying to claw back a deficit. Judd, of course, trying to look for his third final. Imagine him versus Ronnie O'Sullivan, that would be insane. Anyway, back to the action at hand. Jensen is yet to set a proper time. Urin is coming across the line, and I miss him as I try to get to him. He gets fourth. Jensen throwing it around the big curve, as I call it. Massive grandstand. I don't even think that's realistic. I mean, the same thing happened with... I think it was Sochi in 2014. They had a big stand on the left of that big turn, and that wasn't real. There wasn't even a canopy over it. And Jensen actually cut the course there, but he gets away with it. Very sneaky and very interesting. I don't know how he got away with that. Anyway. Comes to the end of the track and now about to cross the line. Can he get better than 126.910? Of course it is! It's Jensen we're talking about. A 126.795 and the ever-dominant Aston Martin stalwart strikes once again. So we see Robin coming through the middle sector. Actually starting the final sector, and he's invalidated, which is quite a shame. MX Chicken making his way through the first sector. We have 6 viewers, welcome to you all. 1 comment? What's the comment saying? How bad am I at commentary? Very. As you see, the chicken man making his way around. White line defines track limits. Yes. Right now there is more people watching Tier 2 than Tier 1. As Jacopo gets the fastest time, a 1:26.637. How much time is left? I can't even see because the yellow flag's in the way! As Jacopo just cuts the corner, it doesn't matter, he's finished his lap. Who is about to finish the lap? I think Chicken is of course invalidated, so we can't go on board with him. Is Line Violet about to start a lap? Yes, he is. Jake Marsh is on a lap too. Passes Jensen around the final few corners. So, a 1.6 gap between the top two as we go up to 11 viewers. Hello everyone. Shout out to George Morgan, by the way. One of our own, about to do some commentary in Estoril. I'm so hyped for him, like, he absolutely deserves that role. Best of luck with it, George. Give it all you got, and remember to say pedal to the metal, go, 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 go at the start, or I will not be happy. And I'll never be happy. As we see Kaya about to start another lap. Of course, he was on provisional pole 1 point. Of course, the time has tumbled since then. And once again, there's another yellow flag. Please fix the yellow flags, or else I will be very unhappy. Noah about to start another lap. Marlon has invalidated. I think Line Violet's on a lap. Yes, he is. Coming through the middle sector. So it's a 58.007. Dun, 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 dun. Nicely through turns 22 and 23. No, 23 and 24. When I first saw this circuit, I thought, what on earth is this? It looks like a warped spoon if you turn it around 225 degrees. Unfortunately, Line Violet's coming, he's backed off from his lap. The time to beat remains a 26.637. Daniel coming through the final segment of this tricky and terrific course. Using as much of the inside as he can, breaks into the final turn, turn 27. Takes the inside line once again, he hits the wall! That ain't gonna do him any favours, and he's gonna have to cross the line with a 127.501, only 14th. Jabraka has invalidated as well, not good. Noah has invalidated. 4 minutes in the session to go. As Mika starting his lap. Also starting their laps are Nor and Ewan. Just Ewan. Nora's went into the pits. Ewan, or Small Balls as he's formerly called. I think one of the best places for the action tonight will be turn 1 and 2, the very twisty chicane, and turn 27, where there will be lots of overtaking because that's where the DRS zones are. There's also a DRS zone here before this corner. Turn 13, yes, 13 turns in the first segment. It's insane. Actually 12, but you know. I think, in my opinion, if you skip turn 3, skip turn 7, turn 9, and turn 11 and 12, and all the other nonsense turns that don't really exist, it's probably just like 22 turns, 21 maybe. As Urin is about to complete a lap, no one has been able to match or beat Jacopo since about when he set his time. A few minutes has passed, in fact. Will Ewan top that? No, he won't. He stays in 8th. Jensen's on a lap though, and this will be very important. And Jacopo is also on his lap, as you can see. He's just made it through the first chicane, the very unusual first chicane, which is like Spa-Francorchamps bus stop in reverse. Meanwhile, Jensen through the middle sector in the DRS zone. That should be existing, but is not, because Cove Masters did an oops. Jensen keeps 2 wheels on the curb. That is fair game. Now coming around the final few corners. 25, 26, coming up to 27. Doesn't use much of the inside. Never use the inside. Doesn't hit the wall. You don't want to hit the wall like Max Verstappen did last year. And Jensen, oh, he absolutely blows it out the water of the Corniche. And Jacopo has a big ask. In fact, he has no ask because he's invalidated and he's going to have to go again. Will he go again though? Can the tyres survive that lap? I'm not sure. Kaya also on a lap. Mika has retired from this session, by the way. I think he has retired in the pits, correct me if I'm wrong. 1 minute to go, everyone on a final lap. Jacopo's going one more time. He needs this and he wants this. Surface has had an absolutely horrible day as we see Savitsky spinning. It's not what we want to see. Surface. 37 seconds through turn 14, 15, 16. Who is about to finish the lap? Lynx is about to finish his lap, but he's going to have to go again, I think. Marlon goes on second! Hold on, where is Jiraka? Kaya goes first! Didn't expect that, to be fair. Where's Surface? There he is! The only man that can beat Jensen in this title race. As Noah retires from the session, time is up. I think that's at turn 17 or 18. 19, I think, actually. But here comes Surface. How will he do? It's only 5th. That's not going to be good. And Jensen is not on a lap, so he's going to be denied of pole. Who else is on a lap, though? I don't know if there's anyone else. Jacopo's backed off. Marlon's backed off. Jensen's coming in the pits. I think this is Kaya's pole position. Yeah, that's it. Surely, right? Yep, it looks like the pole man, the pole sitter is Kaya. Is he reserve? Correct me. Kaya is on pole. Jensen is in a good position. He needs to finish 5th or better to win the championship tonight. 10 points. And he will have a chance around the circuit he was beaten at by Sam Corby last season. Pipped to the line, quite literally. And there was even a timing glitch there when it happened. So that is qualifying over. As we wait for everyone to pack up and prepare for the race itself. Just like to say a big hello to everyone watching. Kaya goated, says Davey. Indeed, indeed. Kaya on pole again. I said that for the umpteenth time there. I need to stop that. Question is, how will he do in the race? What is his race pace like? We'll have to find out, especially on a track like Jeddah. Narrow, twisty, terrifying, fast. After all, they do call it the fastest street circuit in F1. We'll see what Las Vegas will have to answer to that next year. Can't wait for that to be in 2 games time. Put it in the next game. Why not? Of course, F122 was announced, and this gives me a time to remind you that this season we have a sponsor. We are sponsored by GridRival. They make your favourite motorsport series more exciting, more engaging, and more social through their very own app, which is pretty much a fantasy series. So search World Online Racing on the GridRival, as by the way, I am checking the grid for the race. There it is. Search for World Online Racing on the GridRival and compete against the community with a £25 prize pool, and for every 50 members that join, we'll add another £25 to the prize pool. Remember to download the GridRival app using the link below and sign up to the league using the link, and registering account earns the league a small commission fee that we can use to improve the league. So go and join us now. You will not regret it. I think they did a thing for the WOR itself, not just F1 Fantasy. Like, I think you can do all ranges of fantasy. I've not checked out the app, in all honesty, but I have been told I think it does have just F1. So there is your grid. I couldn't mention it because I did forget to mention a sponsor. I do apologise to my brothers and sisters at GridRival for nearly missing your plug. But we're there anyways. We are ready for action here at the Jeddah Street Circuit on the Arabian Peninsula. As you see, it is a dusk night here in Jeddah. It's not actually Jeddah proper, it's just Jeddah Corniche. Of course, was the site of the Greatest Royal Rumble, which was a WWE event whose main event had 50 entrants. And I think the winner was... Who did win the Greatest Royal Rumble? It was at the King Abdullah Sports City Stadium, and it was won by... Let's see. Oh, Braun Strowman. What a shame. What's he doing now? Oh, Ring of Honor. That one. I see. Oh, we are waiting for the drivers on the grid. There they are. We have 19 drivers, and the formation lap begins. Let's see what everyone's tyres are tonight. Should be, yep, softs and mediums, with the exception of Daniel in the bottom 9, because he's decided to go rogue and start on the softs. And if you're all wondering, what's happened to all the graphics? What happened to them? You got another production downgrade? Well, unfortunately, our regular coverage provider is not here tonight. For reasons I'd rather not say. Actually, I did say it, but, you know, work. We have lives, people. Yes, the Jeddah Corniche. 27 turns. Here's a turn you'll be watching. I believe this is turn 19 and 20. This better be a DRS zone in the next game. Don't know why it is though. And then this is going to be one to watch. How drivers get through turns 22 and 23. There's also 24 there as well. You got to be careful of. It should be soft medium or medium soft, unless there's a safety car. We could change the strategies. I'm going to go out on a whim and say there is going to be a safety car. When? Don't even ask. So, drivers approaching the grid once more. Kaya will lead them off on his debut reserve appearance ahead of Jensen, who's looking to win the WOR title once and for all tonight. If he can finish in the top 5, that's all he needs. It doesn't matter where Surface finishes, he needs to finish in the top 5. Or Surface does not finish in the top 3, then he will also win the championship regardless of his position. So, a couple permutations there. But you'd want to win it right here, right now. In the desert. In the city in the desert. Kyle on the left, Jensen on the right. We have 5 lights, and let the wars begin. They're racing as they come down to the first tricky chicane. Who will it be? It's Kyle on the outside, and he keeps the lead. But Marlon coming in the inside at turn number 2 and takes second place from Jensen. It's not a good start from Jensen, but he doesn't really mind. He's just taking it easy. He only needs to get into the top 5 tonight, but he probably wants to win as well. Further down, we've got some movement. Linevala and Dan Sprina had a shocker for start, and Samu has lost position to Daniel for 15th place as they make their way through to turn number 12. Surface right on the back of Jacopo, 2 tenths the gap, and also going for a move was, I believe, Lynx, but unfortunately he could not get past Jake Marsh. Let's make their way around to turn 16-17. Looks like no crashes to report of as yet. Daniel making his way up the field. Remember, he is on the softs. The only driver that did not finish top 10 in qualifying on the softs. He's the rogue trader here. Approaching Mika, who's approaching Noah. As they come through 22, 23, 24. Those kind of corners are going to be difficult to keep up with on the line. Could be where most of the penalties are, and look at this! Daniel with the tyre advantage, a bit of a collision with Mika, but oh dear! He's hit the wall and he's collected Mika, and Mika is in the wall. There'll be more to say about that, sure, but Mika's race is already in tatters. He's going to have to come into the pit lane. No front wing left, and I have no words about that. Crashed into the barrier. And that's the end of Mika's race. Rage quits out of it, and Kaya is currently leading with 3 tenths gap of Marlon. "16 viewers, by the way, welcome to you all." Surface right on the back of Jacopo. Of course, he needs a top 3 position tonight and has to hope that Jensen doesn't finish in the points. Or if Surface wins, doesn't finish in the top 5. If Surface finishes second, doesn't finish in the top 8. Surface finishes third, doesn't score at all. That's your best bet. Let's catch up with the leaders, who are separated by half a second in the first 3. Look at them all coming in so tight together, tight knit, like a little family photo. This ain't any family, this is war, and war is what we're here for. Not the kind of war that's going on right now, this kind of war we love to see. DRS enabled now on the 3rd lap. Jensen trying to get some moves executed into the first turn, but no can do, brother. Let's make their way through turn number 4 and 5 and a 6 and 7, 8. Actually, number 9 as well, don't forget about that. Then 10, 11, 12, which isn't really a corner, I just kind of did a turn 10. But there's no change in the pecking order at the top right now. Daniel has come into the pits, by the way. Must have had damage, maybe after the collision with Mika, and he's had a horrendous start. He is already cut. I believe that's turn 7. Not turn 7, turn 5. So this goes from bad to worse for Daniel. He tried the odd strategy of starting in the back and going up via the softs, but it has backfired massively. And he's at the bottom of the barrel. Surface right behind Marlon. Marlon right behind Kaya. This might be 3 wide. Going into turn 27 it is! And Jensen! Marlon goes wide. Jensen on the inside. Then they're side by side. Jensen gunning for the title and gunning for the glory tonight. Lap number 4 begins, and look, Jacopo's joined the fray. Kaya trying to get involved again, and Marlon now in the lead. Jensen down into third. He went from first to third in a matter of corners. As Robin gets a penalty again, he's been cutting the corners like wildfire today. Racking up the penalty points. You don't want to be doing that. But in general, it's probably a near formality, considering everyone's going to get one. Maybe not. You never know. We'll see. Have to come at the end of the race. Meanwhile, Jake Morris right behind Lynx. The gap, 2 tenths. "18 drivers remain here at the Jeddah Coronation. If you just joined us, welcome. As you see, the championship leader and potential champion tonight, chasing down Kaya, our pole setter, into very fine margins, isn't it? Now through turns 24 and 25 now. Jensen's giving it his all against Kaya as they both approach Marlon. It's going to be free wide again. Coming into turn 27. No, it's not free wide quite. Jensen take the lead ahead of Marlon and Kaya, and Jacopo and Surface about to get involved too. It's a 5-car train. Here comes Kaya once again. Kaya looking at the move on Marlon, and nope, it's not going to get it this time. But we have a massive fight for the win here, and it's only lap 5. Do not adjust your set. Do not change that web page. You're in for a real treat. Meanwhile, at the back, there's a bit of squabbling going on between Savitsky, Dan Spreen, and Samu. And oh, a bit of tussling there. Throws some drivers off the track. You know not me doing that. And still squabbling through the S's. A very dangerous place to pass, as Ewan loses 10th place to Robin West, but he has penalties, so yeah, unless he's been shoved off, I don't think we'll be getting them removed anytime soon, you bonny lad. And a bit of wheel clashing between Savitsky and Dan Spreen. Dan Spreen staying ahead in 14th. Coming through turn 17. And now Samu trying to get back at Savinsky. Meanwhile, sorry for the epilepsy, Yabraka right in the back of Lynx. The gap 2 tenths. Meanwhile, at the top, who's going to go for who? As we take it down to the final corner, it is Jensen still in the lead. Marlon tried to move, but no can do. And now this massive train of cars are going to come down the front stretch. Will Marlon get a move? He's going to the outside. What will Jensen's response be? He backs out and lets him take the lead. So Marlon leads the race once again ahead of Jensen and Kaya. And then Jacobo and Surface. 1 second behind is Lynx, and then there's Yabraka just close behind. As Ewan has pitted, I should mention. Ewan pitted for new wing and new set of tyres. As Dan Spreen goes on the inside, but he gets a penalty as a result for cutting turn 5. You don't want to be doing that. And I bet that won't be the first. He's having a bit of trouble, by the way, with his connection. It's been like that for the past few races now. So, try not let that hurt your feelings. Try not let that bother you. Here's Kaya once again, 2 tenths behind the champions-elect. 22, 23, 24. One of my favourite sections to watch. See if everyone can make it clean. Now, who's going to challenge what? And what's going to challenge where? Oh, Kaya going for a move on Jensen and thinking about it. They said, no, we'll try it later. And meanwhile, Marlon's swerving to the left, sorry. And now Jensen's going to go and move on the outside and do what Marlon did. And Kaya goes to the inside as well. Kaya, and there's a clash between them. And going into turn 2, and Marlon slides. And look at them, they're still fighting. Oh, and Marlon gives Kaya a bit of a tug. And Savitsky has retired from the race. He has given up. He's jacked it in, and he's going to get the next train back to, or actually say the next plane back to Britain, I'd have to say. That's the end of his race tonight. But look at this. This is incredible. I think Kaya might be in a bit of a spot of bother. He's losing ground. 9/10 now the gap to Jensen, who's flying away. This is one way to win the championship, I guess. One second the gap. This is probably just the start, I have to say. Top 8 penalty free right now. Whatever warnings they have remains to be seen. Gap for a second is about 3/10 as Kaya tries to catch up. Oh, and Moore's coming to the pits! Now, is this an undercut? Is this an intentional undercut? We'll have to find out. Does he have damage? He's not had damage. This is a regular stop. He's playing the undercut game on Jensen and Kaya. And he is going to go down to, I'd imagine, 14th. Yes, 14th. Furin's too far behind. He's already pit. Robin gets another penalty. How many penalties is that now? 9 seconds. And this is only laps 8. In 7 laps, he's accrued more seconds than laps he has done. That's pretty insane. Fortunately, he cannot get that removed. It'll be added to his time at the end of the session. He is allowed to appeal. You're allowed to appeal any decision against you. Kaya's caught up to Jensen once again. He's found his mojo at last. And now he'll have the DRS on Jensen. But remember, they've got a pit too. Question is, when are they going to pit? Kaya approaching Jensen is to the final corner. Of course, he's not going to go for a move. He's going to go for a move here, or better yet, down in the pit. I think Jensen's showing a signal. They're both coming in. They're all three are coming in. Surface is staying out. He'll take the lead. He's going to do the overcut, and it's Jensen leading the leading pack into the pits. This is a very crucial part of the race. Whose tyre conservation is better? Is it going to be Jensen? Oh, he's getting a new wing! He's getting a new wing! So this means you'll fall further down. Yeah, he's going to fall way down. Kaya and Jacopo, I should say, didn't get a wing change. So Jensen's got a lot to do. Remember, he doesn't have to win tonight. He just needs 5th to secure the championship, but he'd rather win it in style, with a race win on the night as well. He makes his way out. He's got to get those tyres warmed ASAP. Meanwhile, Noah and Alfie 100 doing a battle. And Noah takes 6th place. And he might take 5th as well. Of course, not actual 5th, because remember, these guys haven't pit, they're on the mediums, they won't be pitting until 17, 18 laps. See how their strategy pays off though. As Noah getting around Robin West, can he? We're in the back of him, but how they fare out of turn 24, let's find out. Oh, massive run from Noah. He's going to get an easy breezy pass off Robin West, and going to take 5th place for the meantime. And Dalfi could be joining that crew as well. But no, he goes too wide. He might have hit the wall there. It's not what you want to do. Hopefully that's not damage for him. They make their way as Surface comes into the pit. Jake Marsh and McChicken as well. This means Jabraka is now the only driver who has not pit amongst those who started in the top 10. Jabraka, he's got to be very careful now. His tyres must be worn to shreds. They look okay on my screen. Yeah, you're better on the mediums, and Dan Spreen has also jacked it in. He's getting the next plane to Amsterdam ASAP. Don't know when that next plane is. As Somebody please check the airline times for Jeddah to Amsterdam. Lap 10 now. 10 is the gap at the top. So I think Yabraka might be pitting. Meanwhile, Robin Wes on the rear of Noah, as Dalfi behind him gets a penalty. And Robin, despite his penalties, is going to keep trotting on. Going to make the move on Noah into the final corner. Actually, turn 26, I should say. And he is going to get second place as we go to Yabraka now. Once again, he's decided to stay out. It's a precarious move, but you'll have the fresher mediums of the bunch. And Noah gets past Robin Wes again. And Kaya already making his way up. He's past Marlon. Now this is for the net lead. And Jacopo's in this party too. So is Surface, but he's got to navigate past Samu, who's yet to pit. 3/10 gap between all three of them. You've got past the Samu, who's just lagging behind. Of course, Surface on the fresher tools. The number 76 of Robin Wes comes around again. 33, probably in reference to Max Verstappen, who of course won in Emilia-Romagna. Spoilers. Go to Miami next week. Woo! Not me, the Formula 1 is. Robin Wes, right behind Noah. Oh, he backs off, he doesn't run into the back of him. You know what happens if you run into the back of him. Your nose comes clean off, and you're going to have to get it changed. Robin Wes hopefully doesn't give Noah a broken nose. That's a brilliant view, I've got to say. Top work by Cody's for putting that view in the game. And as this free car cluster comes through again, and Surface has finally got past Samu, but what about Jacopo and Marlon? The net top four coming through now. Jensen has it all to do, by the way, as once again Robin Wes and Noah clash for currently second place. Marlon right on the back of Kaya. And Jabraka has still to pit. This is a bold strategy, Colin. Let's see if it pays off for him, as I do believe Daniel off the cut. Oh, and look at this then. The safety car is out. Now, this may or may not be good news for Yabraka. He will have to pit. He's got to pit now, surely. But this isn't going to be good news for the others, is it? Because Yabraka's going to come out on fresher softs. Fresher mediums, apologies. This is a tricky situation for those on 11 lap mediums. Because the softs will not be going 14 laps without getting a puncture. 13 laps, sorry. So Yabraka's definitely going to pit, I think. Question is, where will he end up? Yabraka started in P6, but he has 6 seconds worth of penalties. Definitely come into the pits. Now, yep, Noah's coming in. I think he might be going with the soft actually. If Yabraka can do 12 laps, then surely the rest will be doing 11 or 10. Yes, they're all coming in. So Yabraka is going to be leaving on the mediums now. There's Nick's chicken, and he's come out in third. So this has worked out a dream for Yabraka. He's only behind Kaya and Marlon. He's well into this race. And Jensen's pit for softs again. He's pitted again for softs. So that's his second set of softs he used tonight. Everyone from 5th downwards is on softs, so this is going to be interesting. The softs are going to have the pace, yes, but they're going to shred much more than the mediums, obviously. And it's going to get to this precarious point at the end of the race. Are they going to be good enough? Then again, if Yabraka can do 12 laps on this without fail, And all these drivers should be too. We're using much less stress on the tyres in the safety car. It's going to be a very interesting situation. Oh, don't do that, please. Hold on, what? That's wrong. Jabraka has passed Kaya. Now, surely there was a mistake there. Kaya was in second. Clearly in second. And Jabraka was third. For some reason, he's in second now. Now, I'm sure he's probably going to have to give that position back. But if that's an in-game glitch, then that's a big shame for Kaya. He's going to have to get past it. Again. The whole grid is lined up. We're going to do another lap behind the safety car. For sure. This is a very unusual situation. We've got 11 soft tire runners, and we've got only one fresh medium runner, and of course the used mediums. They will definitely get to the end of the race, but the question is, whose tire conservation is better? Because the times are going to go down, go up, and they're going to go up fast on these soft tires, and that's not a good thing. The last thing these drivers want is a puncture, though. They know that. They think they'll be okay. After looking at Jabraka, Jabraka's pretty much the guinea pig in this situation, where he went on 12 laps of softs, and to be fair, it came at the right time for him. I don't know what he's doing ahead of Kaya though. He might have a Twitch stream. If he does, I'll just check that. Don't know if they do have Twitch streams actually. Alright, so we are on lap 14. We should be expecting the safety car to come in this lap. It should be Marlon. It should be Kaya ahead of Jabraka. That is wrong. I think there was a game glitch preventing that from happening. So Marlon is going to lead the field away, and I do believe the safety car will be coming in this lap. And it is. Safety car lights are off, it runs away. So this is the chance for Marlon to bunch the pack up. You see, look how much room they've got. It's not much, is it? There's the safety car in the distance now. When's Marlon going to go? When is Marlon going to go? He's going to go now! He's going to go now, and Jabraka surely has to let Kaya through. And he does. Or is he? Well, they're going side by side. And Kaya, oh, Kaya, and oh dear, that is a massive crash. Jabraka and Kaya, they got too greedy into the first two corners, and they are both out of the race. They're both out of the race, and we might be seeing a safety car back out again. It's just come out, it's going to might have to come out again. Marlon leads the race, ahead of Noah, McChicken, Robin Wes and Surface. As they make their way through turn 13. No safety car, we keep racing here in Jeddah. That crash is a game changer now, so Lynx coming behind Samuel, look how close they are, my goodness me, how do they keep away from each other's wings? Jensen going for a move, he needs to make the moves ASAP, but he can't get them. Now coming through turn 24. Look at this. This is madness. His teammates ahead too. Samu. Will they get both get past Lynx? Jensen's gonna go for both of them. Jensen not fearing to pull a move, but he doesn't get. He gets past Lynx, or has he? Has he got past Lynx? Yes, he has. Can he get past his own teammate? Going on the outside. He'll have the inside at turn number 2. And sneaky gets through and takes 8th place. This is Jens we're talking about. He's known for pulling these moves off. Oh, right on the rear of Dalfi there. You know, it's a very scary situation, let's be honest. Nora right in the back of Marlon, this for the lead. Nora has the fresher, softer tires. And goes for moving the outside, but no, he's cut off by Marlon. Marlon holding firmly onto his first place. Surface moves up into 4th. Jacopo moves into 6th. Oh, and that is Dalfi into the wall. Dalfi into the wall, and he's one off the track. And I do assume yes, big wing damage. That's his end plate gone. And he's got to let Line Violet through. That's a dangerous position to be in, sir. Yeah, he does let him through eventually. Noah right in the back. Noah going for the lead here against Marlon. Noah going right outside. Will Marlon respond? Will Marlon respond? No, Noah takes the lead. Noah takes the lead ahead of Marlon. Robin Wes right behind him with 9 seconds of penalty. Surface as well. Now here they come to start lap 17. Here comes Robin Wes going to the inside of Marlon. Marlon has been leading this race for a while, and oh no, and now for 2nd place. He might lose this too. Round the outside goes Robin Wes, a bit of wheel banging, argy-bargy action. Into turn number 4, they're still side by side. But Robin Wes gets the edge, into 2nd place he goes, but that's squabbling, and Marlon's at the wall, and he's out of the race. And it's another safety car. And Robin's out! Robin is out! What happened to him? He's went out at turn 12, and we have killed 2 birds with 1 stone again. We're down to 11 in this already insane race here at the new Jeddah Corniche. What was that? Don't even at me. So this field's going to be reset again. And I assume Mixed Chicken's going to have to pit again. Dalfi had to pit, so he's going to get a catch up here. But yes, madness and mayhem here. We've lost the pole sitter, lost Yabraka, we lost Marlon, we lost Robin Wes. This is the perfect situation if your name is Jensen. He currently has an 82-point lead, a 84-point lead in the championship. If this stays the same, Jensen will be champion tonight. Unfortunately, due to some issues going on after this, I will not be able to do an interview, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. But I'll be able to do one next week to congratulate Jensen, but yeah, the safety car out again. I believe we have some drivers coming into the pits that were Jake Marsh and Dalfi, gone for new softs. These drivers are on used ones. Chicken staying out on those 7-lap old mediums, that might come back to haunt him. By the way, 23 viewers in the chat, welcome to you all! What have you missed? If you've not been here in the past 5 minutes, we've had 4 drivers fall in 2 laps, or maybe 3 or 4 laps, I think. We lost Kaya, Yabraka, Marlon, and Robin Wes from the first to second safety cars. By the way, the penalties: 3-3 for Samuel and Line Violet, and 6-6 for Jake Marsh and Dalfie. And if you're wondering why Moore is revving his engine up to the max, it's because he's trying to waste fuel. You can see about 2 laps over the amount of fuel he has. He has about 7 laps of fuel. 7 laps to go, and he has 9 laps of fuel. Everything, yes, everything happened. Thank you, Chad Twong. Looks like we've been doing another lap in the safety car, so actually we might not be, because Line Violet's coming to the pits. Now, is Line Violet going to catch up in time? If he does, we'll be getting started again. I assume this is for softs. Yes, it is. Yep, you'll definitely catch up to the pack in time. He only lost 12 seconds to that, to be fair. So that's why the safety car is good if you want to make a pit stop. I won't want to stress test him right now, Line Violet. After all, you're going to be doing some more laps here. We're going to be doing 6 laps. It's Noah ahead of Surface, Jacopo ahead of Jensen, then in the Chicken, Lynx, Ewan, Samu, Jake Marsh, Dalfie and Line Violet. Making their way around. Turn number, unlucky for some, 13. And if you're an eagle-eye viewer like me, you may notice some things are wrong. First of all, that building you drive past the pit street, it doesn't have 3 levels, it just has 1. Ah, I needed a drink of Fanta there. Look at all the weaving everyone's doing, desperate to get temperature in their tyres. They know the safety car is coming in this lap. Any minute now. There it is, safety car in this lap. And Noah is going to have the weird and difficult job of trying to keep this pack together, trying to get away ASAP. But he knows drivers like Jensen, who isn't afraid to challenge. And of course, Jake Marsh, Dalfie and Line Violet, 2 Alfa Romeos and 1 McLaren. Will be challenging up further behind on fresh softs. Now this is it. 6 laps to go. What will Noah's start be like? He's going for it at the final corner. Here we go once again. Noah leads the final 11 down the straights to begin lap 20. Already a move between Dalfie and Jake Marsh. This for 9th place. I don't know why you're showing Line Violet. I had it on Dalfie, and Dalfie takes 9th place. That's an extra point in the bag for the meantime. And Jake Marsh getting another penalty again. Looks like the strategy's backfired for the Alpha boys. Jensen already on the charge. He wants to win this title in style. He is... Oh! We've lost Noah! Oh my gosh! We've actually lost Noah! Sorry, I didn't see it. I was looking at my comments for a second. And it's another safety car! What happened to Noah? The one moment I look away to see the comments, and Noah is out! It's a 3rd safety car! What does this mean? Surface leads the race. Who's the fastest lap? Dan Spreen does. Good luck trying to beat that. Who is going to pit? No one. No one's pitting. You see, now's not the time to pit. We're going to have, I think, a 2 or 3 lap shootout to determine the winner of this race. Everyone's going to score now. So congrats for that. You're all going to get 1 point. Surface. What happened to Noah? Let's find out. Oh, he spun! He spun whilst in the lead at turn 17. He spun at turn 17. What a shame. After all that work, keeping everyone at bay. Turn 18 actually. And he crashes whilst in the lead. The worst feeling! I'm so sorry, Noah. But yeah, that means we're down to 10. My gosh. We are going to see another lap around the safety car. Usually stays out for at least 2 laps. Everyone's going to be giving it hell for lever in this final straights. Oh man, what must be going through these drivers' heads right now? I cannot imagine. Look at them weaving as much as they can. Just a reminder, tonight's broadcast is brought to you by GridRival, the fancy app that makes your motorsport league more exciting. Remember, there is a £25 prize pool for the WOR Fantasy League, and another 25 for every 50 that join the league. So sign up as soon as you can. You can sign up now if you like. So back to the race. In our 3rd safety car of the night. Because Jeddah. If Surface fails to finish this race, that's it, the championship is over. He is lucky to survive the onslaughts that have been going on tonight, where we have lost half the field. Spare thought from McChicken on the mediums. We've also got Line Violet, Jake Marsh and Dalfi on the freshest tyres. But here we go. Once they come round, the lights are going to come off and we will be going underway one last time for a 3-lap finale. Lights out. Away they go. The safety car, that is. And Surface, oh, I don't think he's hanging around. He wants to get on with the job. He's not slowing them down at all. No rest for the wicked here. Oh, no, he's backing him up. Oh my gosh, he's nearly slowing them to a halt. Look at them! Look at them, he's nearly slowing them to a halt. Oh, and he gets tugged by a couple. That might be a penalty coming his way. Oh, he runs away immediately. And Lynx passes McChicken a bit too late. I think he'll have to get that back. But here we go. The final few laps and Jensen's immediately going to go for a move on Jacopo. But no, he doesn't. He has to back out ASAP. Lynx gets his position back. And he takes it back as well. 3 laps to go here at Jeddah. The lead is 6 tenths. Surface leads. He needs the points to stay in the championship. But it ain't going to be enough. Jensen is in a championship winning position. He doesn't even have to win. He's just finishing third right now and win the title. Lynx right in the back of Jensen. Should actually be fine for Jensen. He doesn't need to finish in third, as we have said numerous times. Meanwhile, at the back, Samu and Ewan doing dueling at Sector 2, now coming into Sector 3. But the gap is extending at the top. Surf is trying to run away. And it looks like it's working. Jensen's still in the hot pursuit of Jacopo. Ewan gets past the slowing McChicken due to his medium tyres. And now Samu's going to go for the move into 6th place. Fastest lap from Surface, and look at this! Samu and Ewan doing on the inside of the pit boxes there. And oh dear, they collide massively through turn 2, and oh look, everyone's coming right for them. 6 cars in 1. That does not go. Look at them all. And Ewan goes wide. That's not even helping them at all. Jake Marsh and Dalfi, oh, they've went back to where they started. 1 second, the gap at the top, 1.1 at second and third, and Ewan gets a penalty. Link's right behind Jensen. Link's right behind Jensen, and now McChicken and Ewan doing a duel around turn 13. And they're still side by side. No, McChicken gets back into 5th. Meanwhile, Link's still right in the back. Jake Marsh goes up to 7th, and there's a massive crash. That is Line Violet that's lost his front wing. Line Violet's lost his front wing. No, Jake Marsh has lost his front wing. I'm sorry. Do apologise for that alarm, but it looks like Line Violet might have been involved in that too. Both Alphas involved. Jensen has let Link's past. I don't think he's worried about winning this race anymore. He's just worried about finishing. That's all he needs to do to win the title tonight. Last lap, DRS enabled. 1.1 seconds the gap for WOR Surface. WOR Surface, who has not won all season. Might be the worst time to win because he won't win the championship anymore because look, Jensen is in 4th. All he needs is 5th. Chicken is nowhere to be seen. But Lynx gets a penalty. In fact, he's got 6 seconds of penalty, so Jens will get a podium no matter what. If he can stay behind Lynx, which I think he will. This is the only close battle on track. The pace difference is starting to show. Surface coming through turns 17 and 18 for the final time. Just 8 turns away from victory at last. He's been always the bridesmaid, never the bride in this season of WOR PlayStation. But he's going to get his wish. He's going to become a winner in PlayStation for once. Jacopo trying to close down the gap. It's not going to work. Jensen might as well get past Link. This is victory parade now for the title. But tonight's winner is going to be Surface. He will win in Saudi Arabia ahead of Jacopo. But your new PlayStation champion is Jensen. And that's one way to celebrate the title. Oh, and why not have the other one? Oh dear, that's you're gonna have to clean up, lads. That's one heck of a drunken party. So Jensen is your new WOR champion on the PlayStation division. I don't know what they're doing there, but you won't be getting any pool party here. No alcohol allowed in Saudi Arabia. Oh, I've just been told apparently Freefall wasn't allowed to get into this country because he tried to smuggle some alcohol. He wasn't working after all. No, I'm just kidding. That's not true. I mean, it's actually true, you can't drink in Saudi Arabia. And that is not champagne either, that is rose water. And Surface celebrates his victory, albeit bittersweet. He has lost the championship to Jensen. You can't have some beer in Saudi Arabia. Alright, I would love to do interviews, but unfortunately I have some errands to run, so unfortunately I will not be able to do some interviews tonight. Surface also got the fastest lap, I should mention, but you don't get any points for that here in WOR. WOR driver wins a WOR race. Doubt. Kobo gets second, Jensen gets third. Actually, is Jensen actually that Jensen? Yes it is, I'm just checking it's the same Jensen because I might have doubts. So there you go, Jensen, your new champion. I wish I could do an interview with him, but as I said, I could not. But well done on him, well done on the Surface and winning the night despite losing out in the championship. And 3 rounds to go. The next round will be in Power Card Circuit in France the next week. Same time, same place next week. Get some lemonade in there. No, it's got to be water. Right, thank you all for watching. I will see you in France. And until then, very good night to you all. And well done once again, Jensen, on winning the title. Good night!